Hi everyone, Aaron here for Zollotech, and I wanted to show you how to go from your older iPhone to a newer iPhone. So maybe you just picked up an iPhone 12 like this one, or a 12 Pro, or an iPhone 12 mini, or iPhone 12 Pro Max, or any other phone that's new to you. This will help you move all of your data from one phone to the other and bring everything with it, including text messages, apps, the app data, music, photos, accounts, and just about everything you could want, unless that particular app doesn't back up its data properly or back it up here. Everything will move over. And so that includes WhatsApp and other apps. So the first thing you need to do, if your phone is like this, you're ready to go. But if it's not and you're already on the home screen, you'll actually need to reset your phone in order to go back to the initial startup screen. So if it is on the home screen, unfortunately, you'll have to reset the new phone so you can start over. To do that, you'll go to Settings. Under Settings, go to General, go down to Reset, and then erase all content in settings. Once you do that, it will wipe the phone. It will not affect the older phone if you're wiping the new phone, so just keep that in mind. Now, as long as you're going from an older version of iOS or the same version of iOS to a new one, you're good to go. Otherwise, you'll have to update the phone as well. And I'm going to show you the easiest method to transfer from the old phone to the new one using direct data transfer. You could also use iTunes on Windows or on a Mac, or use the Finder on a Mac, depending on which version you have. And you can also use an iCloud backup to go from your old phone to your new phone. You can do that, and I'll show you the setup process, but in order to do that, you'll need to back up the old phone. To do that, again, go to your settings. At the top, you want to tap on your name. Then you want to tap on iCloud. Under iCloud, scroll down, go to iCloud Backup, and then Backup Now. Since we're not going to do this, you'll see it was backed up a long time ago. Since we're not going to use the iCloud Backup method, we don't have to worry about that. We just need to go to our new phone and then swipe up to open, and then select your language. Once you've done that, it should pop up on the old phone and get you ready to go and connect. Now, if this is not popping up, simply put your phone to sleep by pushing the power sleep wake button, press it again, and then bring it near and it should pop up. So we'll go ahead and hit continue. And then on the new phone, we'll get this little moving picture here, or kind of moving QR code. We'll hold our camera over it on our old phone. It will take a second to set up the new phone and connect to it. You'll see it says waiting for other phone, and then we'll enter the passcode of the older phone. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then it says setting up your phone. And at this point, it just says it will take a few minutes to activate your phone. At this point, you're probably wondering if you need to move your SIM card. Well, if you have Wi-Fi, you can move it at any time. If you don't have a Wi-Fi connection, you may want to move it to begin with to help you activate it. But really, you can transfer your SIM card at any time if you're transferring a SIM card. Otherwise, if you're moving from maybe an old carrier to a new carrier, the new phone may already have the SIM card in it. Now, at this point, we want to set up Face ID. So we'll go ahead and do that. Now, if you have a Touch ID phone, you would set up Touch ID as well at this point. So I'll go ahead and do that. It's pretty quick to set up here. Then we'll hit continue. You have to do this twice. We'll just set it up here. And it says second Face ID scan complete. And you'll see on the old phone, it says finish on the new phone. So we're good to go there. Now I may need to plug this one in as it's fairly low on battery, but either way, it doesn't matter. We'll hit continue on the new phone. And now you can see it says transfer data from Aaron's iPhone 10. So we'll go ahead and hit continue. Now we want to transfer directly. We do have other options, and those other options are things like iCloud or iTunes. But we'll go ahead and hit continue. It's going to set up my Apple ID on the new phone. Now, other than doing this wirelessly, if you don't have a good Wi-Fi network or anything else, you can connect using a cable as well, but you will need this special kit. You'll need a Lightning to USB cable, and then you plug it in like this, and then you go Lightning to Lightning, and you can transfer that way. That's actually the fastest way. Unfortunately, you would have to have this set up in order to do that. So most of the time, people just use wireless. Now, at this point, we'll agree to the terms and conditions. We'll wait for it to set up your Apple ID, it says. Now at this point, it's asking if we want to use our settings from our other phone. You don't have to do this, but I will bring them over, so I'll just go ahead and hit continue. And then it says keep your phone up to date. We'll just go ahead and hit continue. Now it's asking me to set up Apple Pay. I'm going to skip this. You can do this later. You can do it now. It doesn't really matter. And now it's asking you if you want to improve Siri and dictation. You can do this or you don't have to. I choose not to in this case. And then there's also app analytics that it will just send usage data to different app developers. You can share that or you don't have to. Generally, it's used for making apps better. And now it's saying preparing to transfer. So it'll take just a moment and you'll see that it'll begin to transfer. So once you put in a passcode, you may have to put in your password. It says transferring data from Aaron's iPhone 10. Keep your other phone nearby and connected to power until the transfer is complete. It wants to make sure the battery is charged enough. So right now I've got it connected to power. You don't have to do that, but right now it says time remaining, estimating, and this is going to vary depending on how much data you have on the old phone to move to the new phone. Of course, if you're using iCloud with a lot of things, you may not need to move everything over right away, but we'll wait for this to complete and then we'll move on to the next step. And you'll see it says about 2 hours. This will come down very quickly usually. Normally it does not take that long. So now you can see it says transfer complete and it says your data has been transferred to your other phone. The iPhone 12 is rebooting, and once it reboots, it should be a mirror to this particular phone. So we'll wait for that. But other things to note are before you trade it in, give it away, or sell this iPhone, you should completely erase it by going to settings and choosing erase all content in settings. Once you erase it, it will not affect the new phone. They're independent of one another. However, you do not want to individually delete photos on the old phone. If you delete them from the old phone and you have iCloud photo library turned on, it will delete it from the new phone. So just completely wipe it once you're satisfied and everything is on the new one. We'll wait for this to boot up and make sure that everything's there. So now you can see the iPhone 12 has rebooted and it's a mirror image of the iPhone 10 on the left. All of the apps are the same. Everything's the same. All text messages have moved over. All accounts have moved over. All settings, as well as the music and everything else. So it's a mirror image from one to the other. And now you can fully erase your old phone and then give it away, sell it, trade it in, whatever you're doing with it. Everything on your iPhone is good to go. Again, like I said, your text messages will be there, but do not erase photos from your old phone if you're using iCloud photo libraries, as they will erase here. So you want to just make sure you fully wipe the old phone. Now, the data transfer took about 30 minutes wirelessly. If you use it wired, it's going to take you a lot less, maybe 5 minutes or so. But if you don't have a direct connection between both, expect about 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how much data you have. And so everything is good to go. You're ready to continue, have all of your new apps, and you'll see some of them are not installed, but they're not installed on the old phone either. So it's an exact mirror image of what we had on the old phone. Wallpaper and everything. So hopefully that helps you understand what it's like to transfer from an old phone to a new phone, and let me know how it went for you in the comments below. If you'd like to get your hands on this wallpaper, of course, I'll link it in the description like I normally do. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. As always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.